All right, but let's move forward to Dana White. Rolling the dice.
Dana White is rolling the dice.
Is he winning or losing like Jason Rubin in Vegas on a Saturday night?
Well, here's the thing what I mean by he's rolling the dice. He's giving Jon Jones his immediate title shot rematch with Daniel Cormier. And this is bad news for the already second most disrespected champion in UFC history. Mighty Mouse is the most disrespected champion in UFC history, given what he's accomplished. Daniel Cormier has fought what is in front of him. We go over this all the time. It is not Daniel Cormier's fault that Jon Jones could not get any of his SHYTE together, right? Ever. Like, you have to put it in a, there's a Rick and Morty sketch about this.
You say S-H-Y-S-H-Y-T? S-H-I-T-E. No, why?
No why.
You're not trying to be like a cool hipster that says...
Sometimes why. Shy, tuh.
You're being a Coachella hipster right now.
You're the one going to Coachella.
I know, but I'm not going to post on Instagram saying Coachella Life.
That is a lie.
I'll say Coachella Life, L-I-F-E, not L-Y-F-E.
I will hack the living S-H-Y-T-E out of your A-I-N-S-T-A-G-R-A-M. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Oh, man.
But so he's going to give, Brett Okamoto tweet. Those who definitely know what they're talking about more than I do. As I mentioned on SportsCenter, per Dana White, UFC ready to grant Jon Jones title shot on July 29th. If Jones wants tune-up, it's versus Manua. And I don't think, it's DC versus Manua. I don't think Jones should take a tune-up.
I don't think he deserves a tune-up.
No, that too, but I think for Jon Jones' sake, just get back, just get into the Octagon. Find a way to get your ASS in the OCTAGON.
Yeah, this is what I take from this, and I think you'll probably agree, is that it's given Jon Jones a decision. Jones, if you
who totally deserves
it. Exactly. So it's like, you know what, you get it too. If you want to, here's a red carpet back into the Octagon. If not, here's a red carpet into this card, and you can get yourself ready. When that's all fine and well, but the decision should be on DC. He should be the man first on the phone call. Jon Jones should be placed behind him, and Dana White should be saying, Daniel Cormier, you've fought who's in front of you. You deserve this decision. Do you want, if possible, to fight Jon Jones?
I still think he would say yes.
Yes, so do I.
Out of principle.
But it shouldn't be the headline that, oh, he's going to fight Daniel Cormier, but he's going to wait and decide whether or not he wants to get a tune-up first, because that seems to me that it's disrespectful again to Cormier. When Cormier, the best fight is Jon Jones for him. It's the fight he's been waiting for. It's the one he needs. He doesn't want to fight anyone else.
Retire.
Yes, exactly. And it's the money fight that he's been waiting on, because Cormier has always been vocal about that he needs to provide and he wants the money, which this fight brings in. So I appreciate his honesty for that.
But I would root for both of these fighters, because as a fighter, I love Jon Jones. Everything that goes along with Jon Jones, I can't necessarily ever agree with and make excuses for, and I don't. Daniel Cormier is a super weird, awesome, funny clown who's amazing, unbelievably gifted wrestler, and has dominated light heavyweight as long as Jon Jones has been out of the picture. And the light heavyweight division is so messed up. Daniel Cormier inherited a mess, a literal mess, not a loan from his father, a literal mess. And he's the one who's keeps coming out on top of it. Fighters drop out, he fights Anderson Silva, he does it respectfully, wins handedly, and people
get spooned.
He fights Anthony Johnson with the weirdest of strategies. I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go right at Cormier's strengths. He loses, he retires, Cormier gets booed. There's a danger with this fight though, because if Cormier wins, good, we're settled. He got his justice. He got his revenge.
But it's 1-1 then.
It's 1-1, there'll probably be another one, but just having the one over Jones. Don't forget, Jones has not lost a fight. He got disqualified from one for an illegal elbow, but he has not lost a fight by stoppage or decision or anything like that. My point being here though is Jon Jones steps back in that Octagon, and if he beats Daniel Cormier, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the fans already don't love him, the media already doesn't prop him up as one of the best, gone.
Yeah, he's good night.
Unfortunately,
I think he might retire after though.
He becomes a Fox Sports. And he's an amazing analyst on Fox Sports.
I think he takes his paycheck.
That's his future.
In my opinion, Jason, I think he goes home happy. Regardless.
I want him to be happy.
I know, but I think he goes home happy simply because he takes home a great bottom line. He goes out with his head held high saying, you know what, I gave it my shot against Jon Jones. Maybe I was more prepared the first time Jon Jones got disqualified, or the second, or the third, or the fourth time that Jon Jones backed out the fight, but at least we got in there and I had the chance to right my wrong.
Yes, that's very
and regardless,
true.
And if he wins,
but
if he wins,
that's huge.
No, but this is what I would still do if I was Daniel Cormier. If I win, I'd be like, bye-bye.
Thanks for the cheese. You know, it was a year ago today.
Thanks for the cheese. And you know what?
Triggered Jason.
Jon Jones probably knocking on the door saying, I want the rubber match. I want this. If I was Daniel Cormier, I'd be like, no. See you later. I'm out.
Yeah,
I beat you and I'm gone.
I can't ever bet against Jon Jones. He's just
I still think,
naturally gifted. But I got to read you a quote, which we never did the story, which crushes me because I think it's the best piece of Rolling Stone writing in terms of the sports world that I've seen in a long, long time. Came from Mike Bond, who wrote it about Jon Jones. This is Jon Jones' actual quote leading up to fights when he was on his win streak.
Yeah.
Pretty much my whole career, I wasn't living like a champion. Fighters that look up to me would go out with me on the weekends and see me get blackout wasted weeks before a fight. Then they think Jon Jones can do it, maybe I can. It would be like Kobe Bryant taking a rookie out and getting blackout drunk the night before a game, then going out there and dropping 30 points the next day. That would lead somebody down and eventually says a bad road, bad choices. Jon Jones is one of the most polarizingly flawed humans to ever enter the sporting world. And it's one of the most interesting characters I've ever read about because he carries with him this deep emotional baggage. Yet when he gets into an octagon, even at his worst, he's still one of the 5 best fighters on the planet. At his worst. And they said, if Jon Jones shows up like he fought over in St. Peru, that Jon Jones shows up, it's still going to the decision.
Yeah, and here's my final take on this with Jones. He's the guy in school that that never studied and would come in and ace his test, right? And therefore you thought at times you didn't have to, but everyone's different. But I think that Jon Jones carried that same attitude that he had for fighting into everyday life. Hence why he ran from the scene where he left a pregnant woman, for all he knew, in a very horrible situation. Ran and left. So I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt in his personal life. I believe in second chances, but there's third, fourth, fifth chances, that Jon Jones has been given these chances.
At this point, he's lost all of his, you can't, here's what you got to do. You got to show. By the way, Daniel Cormier might be in some hot water because of that, whatever towel trick he pulled at weighing in at 206.2 when he was 205, whatever it was supposed to be. Here's what happens. Jon Jones has to go through training camp, not take anything illegal, trust his trainers to not give him anything illegal. Then he has to show up for the press conferences. He has to show up for fight week. He has to weigh in at the exact poundage that he's supposed to weigh in at, and then he's got to get in the octagon. And he has not proven he's been able to do that in 4 years. Yeah. It's really been about 2, but still. As a
fighting fan, yeah, I want to see him in there.
Of course, we all want to see Jones Cormier too. We need to see it. It's important for the history of the UFC. How weird would that be if we just go and this never happens? This isn't boxing, man. You make these fights happen. You have no excuse to pull. Who the hell's Canelo fighting? Fighting like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. or something like that?
The only person that you can count on boxing trying to get his fight that he wants is Gennady Golovkin. And everything else.
I liked it more when Golovkin didn't understand English as well. So every answer to a question, regardless what it was, Gennady, do you think the food at the hotel is good? I will fight anybody. I will fight that bagel. Right. No.
The reporter's just asking you a question, Gennady. I will fight him.
How was your jab tonight? Do you feel like you were being able to box behind the jab? I will fight anybody. All right. And then he goes like this.
And then people who are on the receiver end watching us like, this guy's insane. Yeah, I don't want to fight him.
No, man. You gotta take a gut punch from Tyson or a headshot from Golovkin?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. Ooh. I watched a recent clip that was on Facebook, actually, someone shared of the good old days when it was Mike Tyson, believe, name's blanking me, but there was a lot of punches thrown after the bell, both of them, but it was just like the guy who he was fighting was just taking consistent body blows, and then he came back later and it was just an absolute all-out brawl, man.
Boxing needs the heavyweights.
It was a brawl, and it's not going to happen with Anthony Joshua versus Klitschko, I'm afraid. I do like Anthony Joshua, but I think he might. I think he'll win, but Klitschko, it's not going to be a heavyweight bout. It's going to be the Klitschko technique of. I feel like the Klitschko style of boxing is literally how they study everyday life. Like they're geniuses. They're very intelligent, They're like PhD.
They're in like a lab.
level. So I think that their way of boxing is like, I will wait till he takes step back, and I will slow jab, and I will hide back.
I calculate,
which is great.
Punch them.
Good for them.
Based on science, angles, geometric shapes.
They've been very successful in doing it. But I do miss the Mike Tyson days of just throwing.
Comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.